Hello again to the third class trial now, which is absolutely great. Yeah, 2 people dead. I wasn't expecting 2 people to die. That was genuinely a surprise, so we'll see how this is gonna pan out, because I have no idea. So, in an attempt to resurrect the dead, Angie's killed. We got that, yep. During a seance to search for answers, Tenko is killed. Yeah. Are the two related? I have genuinely no idea. Do I have 8 points? Yes. No, was it 16 I wanted? Oh no, it was 16, yeah. Welp. Time to not get any new skills this time either. Okay.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy.
Yeah, we know the rules, it's fine.
Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime! Let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time.
I'm sorry, this time?
Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Okay.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman!
Spaceman.
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
Who did it? Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be 2 killers.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
Hmm? What do you mean?
She's implying Tenko did it.
The transfer student.
Never mind, she's more stupid than I realized.
Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
She's showing more emotion in her voice. Oh, she has little wings. Look at She should have devil horns, I'm gonna be honest with you. Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Oh, sure.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No! So, ritual did work?
No. Wait. They can't just get up, so argue against it.
I was wrong!
No, the Necronomicon.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No! So, ritual did work?
I feel like it is the right.
Resurrected, I wonder.
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes. Rantaro was resurrected.
Uh-huh.
The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami!
Please, stop it!
This isn't about believing in reviving the dead. I have to focus on their statements. Were all those statements correct?
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
What's forehead injury? Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. I would think it would be the Necronomicon.
So, ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back.
No? Okay. That we're trying to drag Rantaro kicking and screaming back to life.
I was wrong.
Okay. Alright, but seriously, it has to be that, unless it's the effigies? You have the 4 effigies. After burning the effigy, burn the sacrament, use caution, sprinkle the ashes on the effigy.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No! So, ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back.
It's not the forehead.
Rantaro was resurrected.
Is it the effigies because it wasn't just Rantaro, really? Yeah.
Classmates.
Fucking love the sped up.
Ritual did work?
Who was resurrected?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back.
Okay. But it was... Oh god, am I being dumb? It's 2 statements, come on.
They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No!
Am I being dumb? I feel like I'm being dumb. I feel like it's not that, surely. What do you mean?
So, ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back.
She did, yes.
Rantaro was resurrected.
No.
The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami.
Please, stop it!
I am a loss of words. This isn't about believing in reviving the dead. I have to focus on their statements. Were all the statements correct?
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No! So, ritual did work?
Who was
Nope.
resurrected?
God damn it. I haven't tried the effigies on that one, I think. I'm already at my wit's end. And I just started. I have no idea what he wants from me. I'm gonna be honest with that.
This crime and killed 2 of our classmates.
No!
No!
So, ritual did work?
Okay. Get up, so argue against it. What? I have no...
This crime was
Okay.
committed by the recently deceased.
Sure, Monokuma file. Let's go with that.
Classmates!
So, ritual did work?
Okay, not the Monokuma file.
Damn it!
I'm just gonna try everything at this point. I'm a bit at my wit's end on what they want from me. I can't. How do you argue? There's no
So,
ghost.
Ritual did work?
Okay, it's not that one either. Mm-hmm.
This crime was
So it's none of the statements that he does, for some reason. Even though if you read the Necronomicon, it says it doesn't work.
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back.
It's not that, apparently. Yep.
I was wrong.
I swear to God, I'm gonna reload.
This crime was committed recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
I swear I've done everything. It's gonna be a case of where I did.
Did work?
No.
Who was she was gonna bring Rantaro back.
Fuck. Fuck.
Yes.
Fuck. I'm already losing my patience. Not gonna lie.
Crime was committed.
I feel like I'm either being too dumb or this is being too obscure. I tried a Necronomicon in both because it is the proof that it didn't work because they haven't completed it.
Gonna bring Rantaro back.
Fuck.
Yes.
This crime was committed by
We are off to a great start. I'm just gonna say it.
Did work?
She was gonna bring Rantaro back.
Alright. Fuck you. What the hell? I tried Necronomicon on both. I swear to God, if I see a bloody thing and it tells me... I swear I did Necronomicon.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased.
No!
I swear to God.
So, ritual did work?
I did do that.
That's wrong.
I swear. This is staying in. I don't care. I'm not restarting the recording. If I was dumb, I was dumb.
Ritual succeeded.
But yes, it was the Necronomicon. I thought I tried with this statement. Did I not? I'm gonna feel real embarrassed after this. Well, this is staying in. I'm not restarting a recording for this. This is my embarrassment.
According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us,
Yeah, because you have to burn it.
you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
I swear to God, I tried it. I feel so embarrassed now.
Then, going to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Oh, I guess you're right.
You had access to the bloody book.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand.
Okay.
Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life.
Okay.
But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
So, are we in the simulation?
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
Daddy said so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Totally.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
Monodum is still alive, though.
Yeah, what?
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodum's corpse.
Oh boy. I guess I know who's dying next.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
There's no way it's possible!
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us. Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who? Who did it?
Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this.
Oh god.
I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb with me, creep show. I already know what happened.
Oh, okay. Yeah?
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie,
True.
and it was found in Kyo's research lab.
True.
Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
True.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see?
Yep.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie!
Broken. Yeah.
Oh yeah! I'm a fucking genius!
No, you're not. Is Kyo really the culprit? Does the story fit the facts of the case? We should think about it from the beginning.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie,
True.
and it was found in Kyo's research lab.
True.
Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone
Kind
could
of.
have taken that katana, you see?
Yep.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon.
Yep.
You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke
Oh, buddy. Oh,
murdered
you.
the fuck out of Angie. Oh yeah! I'm a fucking genius!
Shut the hell up.
Culprit used a katana to kill Angie, and it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see. So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You
Yes.
were the only one who cared about that thing.
Kyo?
I did not care about some.
Some katana.
Just admit it, you
Shitty
worm.
Okay,
The
it goes
classroom
back.
broke in.
What? Yeah, the Kyoda, and she still would have let him. No, she wouldn't. What do you mean she would let him in? Okay. And from there, he could have pinned her down and murdered her just like that.
Damn it!
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie,
Okay.
and it
What's that one? That's basically a combination of that and that.
It was found in Kyo's research lab, which makes
I'm gonna
you,
start
Kyo,
using a
automatically
walkthrough.
suspicious.
I swear to
Anyone
God.
could have taken that katana, you see?
I hate you
So
so
the rusty
much.
katana was the murder weapon. You
This-
were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I
Ah.
did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in.
Broke in, right? That's not a statement to break in is the bloody door that can only be opened by lockpicking because the door wasn't bloody broken. What the fuck?
Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab.
I'm already losing my patience. Yay.
Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
You sure about that?
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
I
was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, how clever.
God damn it, Gonta.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Sumugi, and Himiko.
Well, we can't discount Tenko.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie. I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
I am slowly starting to warm up to Kokichi. I'm gonna be honest. The sarcasm and lies just... Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, of course.
Gonta, come on.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Sumugi, and Kibo.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
You mean one of those 2 people? Because a robot ain't people, Jack!
Wow, racist.
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
Whatevs. The culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Sumugi? Well...
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
But Tenko, yeah, Gonta killed Tenko. Oh shit.
Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
That's not an argument for you.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
Again, you're not defending yourself.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
Gonta not
I'm
culprit.
not the culprit.
Okay. Oh, one of these. Yep. Mm-hmm.
We must consider
Gonta,
other
gentlemen.
possibilities. Surely there must be suspects
Gentlemen,
outside
not
the student
betray
council.
Student council.
That's utterly impossible.
For last night?
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit.
that door.
Why?
Only student council members had access.
Look, I don't know who the
I
culprit
didn't know
is,
robots told such boring lies.
but it's definitely not
Is
me.
that a robophobic remark?
There are several suspicious statements, but one is obviously inconsistent. Listen careful, sort the statements in my head and find the answer.
We must consider other possibilities.
It's cookie, she's lockpicking.
Surely there must be suspects outside the student council.
Student council.
That's utterly impossible.
For last night?
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit.
that door.
Why?
Only student council members had access.
Yeah, no, you opened the door, you idiot. we were with you.
No, it wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have. Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Guess you pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. Click, click, click. Clack. There, open says me. That's still a funny joke.
That happened? I totally forgot.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it.
I opened the door.
I killed Angie.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? What did you just say?
It's a lie.
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie. The culprit was me, all along.
What?
It's the shortest trial in history.
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins.
For sure.
And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
The voice actor really had fun with it. I love it.
Wait, so Kokichi really is culprit?
No.
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. No.
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 Right.
Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Not this
Then
early.
Let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Can you actually?
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
What different method? Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
You're right next to her. Please punch her.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was.
The back door?
That's it!
Okay, yeah. I know it was the other one that you don't use as a main.
Back door. That's how they made this a locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool.
So the culprit used to lock the sliding door from the outside was... Oh. Oh, cool. This... The sword? Surely not. We found the scabbard back, so it could be that they took it with them. What? No? Okay. Wouldn't have been that. Monokuma. They use a sword itself? How does that make sense? Bloody hell. They use the sword itself? Huh. Oh, that's why there was golden stuff.
The gold leaf katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy.
But... Oh. Okay.
The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
What, they just balance Kaede's effigy from one side to the other just to hit it?
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
What a funny reference, isn't it?
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Oh, I don't know. I think it started with Hope and finished with Academy?
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself.
Okay.
It was an odd setup after all.
It definitely was.
The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigies hung upside down.
Yeah.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
Different purpose, what could that have been? Culprit somehow used setup to lock the room. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of that setup. If I do that, the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. Oh. This is my favorite one, though. You love me, this one. Whee! What turned the handle of sliding lock? Tennis hilt. Pick up that chick. Hell yeah. I love this. This is so dumb. I love the surfing much more, but this is still fun. But thematically, the surfing was funnier. Let me surf in my mind. I think the surf was first on the second game, not it wasn't the first one at all. It was done to make the katana turn the lock. Rotate the effigy. Thinking time. And so then it was stabbed into the effigy. Oh, that's a lot of letters. Oh boy. Drift controls. Where is it? Oh. Oh, missed a bunch. That's fine. I was accelerating a bit too much. Okay. How was the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? The car, I can't turn it. Okay. Rotation. Spinning it. Spinning it? Right? Yeah. That's what makes sense. Got it.
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Effigy spun?
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist. Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way.
Okay, that to make like very precise calculations of the sword hit the lock but not the door itself. And also they would have to double check that he actually ended up closing it.
And of course, the katana would spin with it.
I see. So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place?
The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock. And thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Now who's good at math?
Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with the katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us.
What?
Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Yep.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
Yep.
I didn't say that.
I did.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we'd think it was some kind of ceremony. That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
What do you think, Mio? He's probably not the ultimate leader. He's the ultimate liar, you dumb idiot.
Cough it up, Kokichi!
Oh, man. You guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
If it does turn out that he's actually the ultimate liar, I'm gonna be pissed, because doesn't that mean he should be good at his talent? He keeps getting caught in them.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out. If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious.
Oh. It's like Among Us strategy.
Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
Well, you didn't let me know now, did you?
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
Okay, I'll start right now.
Oh, don't.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
You, I can't hold it up anymore.
It took me a second.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Guys, stop it.
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Oh my god. I'm sorry. What?
Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
My god. The child has claws.
Come, dumpster!
Right, Bess, we want you to read this line. Okay, what's my line? Come dumpster. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to leave.
Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
Oh. When I thought you couldn't get any worse. Here we are.
What should we talk about now?
Anything but this, please.
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
And Tenko.
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council.
He's turning against her now.
Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
It's fine. That's just a waste of time.
Thank you.
Me? A suspect? I'd never kill
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Fair point.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Suspect rangers?
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down.
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect rangers. What should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list? Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yeah, me not smart enough either, apparently, for that first bloody question that I thought I used the Necronomicon as an answer, but he told me no. So you and me both, brother. You and me both.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting.
Why did Tenko have to die?
Did that skip? I didn't click anything.
Huh?
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but... Can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
Okay.
What do you mean?
The two victims could have been killed by two separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless!
Miko?
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you! Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her? Himiko.
Oh.
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS. You didn't give two shits about Tenko when she was alive.
Yeah, I can't argue with that, actually.
But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
No, in that sense, but, you know, like, Tinko was concerned about her and she just refused to listen, so, you know.
Kokichi, enough!
No. It's okay. It's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive. But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that now.
Kaito, what the fuck?
Our only option is to face her death head on.
Okay. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Face her death?
Himiko, I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito! Alright. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless.
Does that mean Kaito killed Enji? Because he's trying to divert the attention back into Himiko and Tenko's.
The name of the curse is... Death Curse! I suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
Listen up! All you guys are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
Okay.
Tenko was our friend. Gonta wanna know why she died too.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with Kokichi.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died.
Yeah, Monokuma at any point can call in the vote, so no.
If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever.
We can do that after and be like, yeah, you just give us like whatever rest of time Monokuma has to be bored. We can do that.
Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death. Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on!
Kaito.
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so slow.
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
I agree on that perspective.
Yeah, maybe.
They're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. That was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional? Thank you. Yep.
So what do we talk about first?
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Tancrotch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's suspicious.
Tancrotch!
People who attended the seance. Not Kibo, not Kaito.
That's it!
So I'll get my hearts back.
It was me, Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those four are the culprits!
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
Well, that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the four is really... Kyo. He suggested the whole seance idea.
That's true.
True, I may have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
Well, I suppose, but...
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either. I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
Yeah, that is a very fair point. And she was on the side with the broken panels, but it also connected to a different room, so I don't know which one is true. However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? The middle room. The middle room, always the best for stuff like this. Very well, I shall begin the preparations at once. I wasn't giving them the actual voices.
Right.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
Point of entry from outside, it must be referring to the little hole. Is it there? Will they see it?
There!
Yeah, I couldn't see it, but it's there.
You're talking about under the floor, right?
Huh? Under the floor?
Under the table?
Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor a person can move through.
Is this gonna become the new under the table?
There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect? Who?
Quite literally everyone.
It's appearing before me. Oh, I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer.
Care to share?
culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
True.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function.
Yeah, but
Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
no.
I said hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second.
No, it's not that one. True that with a little light you could have moved around under the floor, but is that
The
possible? No.
culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had the light.
It's impossible. We would have seen it. That's wrong.
I don't think the culprit could have used a light while under the floor. There was a hole in the corner of the room. If a light were used, it would have leaked through and we would have seen it.
But when we did the seance, the room was definitely pitch black.
So a light was not shined under the floor, which means you cannot claim I am the culprit.
You still be the culprit.
Jeez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot. My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats. My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
All right, you made your point. God, now I feel sort of bad for you.
I neither want nor need your pity.
Enough with the flashlight! It's way too bright!
I like how he blinded us too as a player.
It would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch black darkness. Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
Then why was floorboard under Tenko lined up funny?
True.
Going to think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from under floor.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Don't say it like that. You're better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that.
All right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Under the table?
That'd let the culprit find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Boy, that sounds really familiar too. But I'm just gonna ignore it.
Yeah, both of these murders are related to the first two games. To the first murder in both games, actually. Oh my god, I didn't realize that.
Her corpse didn't have any trace of glowing paint, though.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. So then why was that floorboard loose?
The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right? If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
Who fucking cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit!
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however. Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly Tenko was killed.
When? So not during seance?
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole seance, wasn't she? How could someone have gotten to her there?
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
Nope. We talked to her.
That's not possible. She was alive at that point.
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it'll be Angie speaking through you. Understood, I'll not say a word until the seance is over. Oh, what is this sickle? Oh god, I'm dead.
Yes, she was unmistakably alive when the seance began.
That was right before we blew out the candles. But when the light came back...
Thanks for showing me
The
that.
floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already dead then.
So she was killed when the room was dark?
But she was inside Cage, right? Going to think it impossible to kill her then.
Then she wasn't killed when the room was dark. It was a different time.
A different time?
What other time is there?
How the fuck should I know? You figure it out, shitheads.
Oh my god. Just punch her.
Since Gonta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory.
An alien came in and did it.
Now hurry up and think! If you want to make my golden brain tingle, start circle jerking your limp dick brains!
Okay. Oh, great. This.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time.
Yep.
And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
I agree. Yes.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
Like that.
When Cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tanko real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Okay, yeah, they're Sonic.
Oh my!
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit.
There's no
I think was what was on the bottom of the cage. Oh, that's how we argue. Yeah. Tenko not being killed during the seance. That might not be impossible. There's no evidence for it.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time.
Yep.
She was dead when the cage was lifted.
Yep.
What about moment
Cage was lifted.
Well, but it had blood. It had blood. What do you mean? It had. Oh. Did something else have blood? Oh. Yeah, the white chi. I see no reason why that's not true.
Wrong.
Yep. Sorry.
Tenko got killed. It wasn't during the.
Both applied though. Both would prove she wasn't killed.
She was under the cage the whole time.
she was dead when the cage was lifted. What about moment Cage
Was lifted. That's wrong.
Like the cage, to be on the top of the cage, they would have to murder it.
Impossible to kill her
Anyway.
the moment the cage was lifted.
Both would have worked. Both literally would have worked. But alright.
Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it.
Although I will agree that the cloth is a better proof. I will say that.
That cloth was removed before the cage was lifted. If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
What? But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
Okay.
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I got your remodel right here!
Alright. T.
No, it's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
What?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out! Tenko died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gaps of the cage. And that clean white sheet got stained blood red!
But the weapon was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
He was on
Cut through your words.
top of the stone. Yeah.
Wait just a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage.
Just far away, her neck from
She
the...
was bent over
Yep.
with her forehead against the marker stone.
Yep.
And the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
No worries, Mew. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
I just realized I muted myself and I was talking to myself. I was trying to figure out how we done it, by the way, and by argument it could have been Himiko and Kaito, but I'm not entirely sure. Gunto wouldn't fit under the floorboards or be smart enough, I think. And he's just suspicious. I don't know about Keyboy. She's not. And she's not, I think. But yeah, I realized I was muted for like a solid minute talking to myself. Yeah. I'm gonna finish it here because this line is just perfect. I just love this. I'm gonna keep it here. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.